My good friend Gillian Jacobs from Community joins us right now. Hi, Gillian.
Hi, Joel.
How are you?
I'm doing really well. How are you?
Well,
you're hitting people with footballs?
Well, that's what they said. My deal was if I get to host the show, I get to abuse the staff.
Much like Community.
Yes, that's right. Gillian, thanks for coming on.
Yes.
Gillian is, for those of you out there, she is a very unattractive woman and not very nice. But that is the opposite, actually. She's one of the best people I know. And a very rare thing happened with Gillian. 6 years ago when I first met her, not an NFL fan. All she did was listen to Fresh Air with Terry Gross. And it was a lot of just This American Life with her. And somehow she has turned into a huge Steelers fan, right?
Well, my dad tried so hard to turn me into a Steelers fan when I was little, and I resisted mightily. But yeah, now I think in my old age, I do appreciate football. I've been known to watch Red Zone. I've appeared on the Rich Eisen podcast, and I really feel like I'm taking my rightful place as a Pittsburgher,
and
finally.
What do you like to call Red Zone?
What did I call it? Red Box?
Red Box. Red Box.
The Red Box channel.
It's a double patty cheese hamburger. And you have, I know this has been talked a lot about on this show, and it's what put you on the map, I think, with football fans, was that you don't understand why they're called downs in the NFL, right?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Why are they downs? Give me a good reason.
Okay, I don't have a good, do Law and Brockman and Italian name guy have any reason why they're called downs?
We really didn't come up with anyone because I think Gillian floated the term chances. Like, they have another chance. Why isn't it second chance and long? And we kind of heard that, and we just agreed with her.
And Gillian, how did Rich Eisen end up saying chances on the air the way he did?
Oh, Joel, I really feel like this story somehow ties back to you.
Hey.
Funnily enough.
This is working out great. No, but what happened? But Rich did an entire segment where he recapped games. Instead of using downs, he said chances.
We were on the set of Community, and I was explaining to you and Danny Pudi that I thought they should be called chances. And you guys were making fun of me for not understanding football terms. And you tweeted a challenge to Rich Eisen and dared him to say chances instead of downs for an entire broadcast. And he did it.
Yeah, that's when I fell in love with him.
The best part about that whole segment was no one on the set, Mooch, Irvin, Dion, called Rich out for saying chances. They just thought it was perfectly normal.
If you're just joining us on the Rich Eisen Show here on the NFL Network.
NFL Now, it's a live streaming
NFL
app.
Now, whatever it is called. No, is that they didn't challenge him at all, which to me showed his diabolical power.
Or that they just don't pay attention to anything.
Right, they just don't listen to what Rich is saying. Right.
It was neglect or they were terrified.
Yeah.
I like how you guys just cut
it made so much sense that nobody challenged it. You know, it just felt so right.
That's Gillian Jacobs on the line, the beautiful and talented Gillian Jacobs. Gillian, are you excited to have Community start filming again?
I am. I'm excited that we will now be filming in a basement. I wish I was kidding, but apparently the show is now subterranean.
That is true.
A new vibe for us.
There was no stage, because they canceled, NBC canceled Community, and the day before all of our contracts were over, Yahoo bought it, and they're launching this thing called Yahoo Screen, which is their version of Netflix, and all of a sudden the show was back, I'm sure much to the chagrin of NBC. But they gave up our stages, and now we are literally in a basement at CBS Radford, and there are going to be some inexplicable pillars in the middle of some of our sets. So
we have support beams every 30 feet, apparently. So Greendale is going to, for whatever reason, have some new columns when you see it for season 6.
I can't wait to see how that's written into the storyline.
Gillian, are you excited about the Pittsburgh Steelers playing this week? Or do they have a bye? No, they don't have a bye.
Play the Jets.
I mean, I'm just more of a fan of football rather than a specific team, but I always like to see the people of Pittsburgh have a good time and be of good cheer. So I'm wishing all the best for the Steelers, because it's really bleak in Pittsburgh when the Steelers aren't winning.
That is true. Do you play fantasy football?
No, I haven't gotten that deep in yet.
Good for you, because I don't like it.
My boyfriend Chris is in the same fantasy league as Rich Eisen, so I have to hear about how Rich is beating him all the time.
Oh my gosh. The only thing worse
Yeah.
than playing fantasy football is having to live with someone who plays fantasy football. I know that all the fantasy
You're
football
not
fans.
into fantasy? I'm surprised.
I have tried so many times, and I can't. Going home and sitting on my computer for 40 minutes managing something like that, it seems like I'm balancing a checkbook or doing taxes. Doesn't it feel like that, the Chris's?
No, not really.
It gets
But Joel,
when you're
think
in
about it
multiple
this way.
leagues. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Gillian.
No, I was going to say it's a chance for you to beat people and to win at something, Joel. And I would think that would hold a lot of appeal.
Well, as you bring it, but you can't see their faces. All it is some numbers changing on a screen, and you get that great satisfaction of. I would rather play video games.
As we tell Rich a lot in the minute we have left here, whenever he goes into his long fantasy rants, it's like someone else's poker bad beats or talking about their children. No one really cares
Or your
about somebody
dreams.
else's.
It's like, to me, I would rather play D&D because it's still fantasy, but at least you have swords and there's orcs and wizards and you can cast spells. And instead, you got these guys that are like, oh man, I don't know if his ankle's going to be that good. Good thing he's on I'm the badass Cleveland number 4 team or whatever it is, and I
really just want Gillian to know that I no longer have cream cheese and day-old bagels under my desk. So thank you for calling me out on that.
Which is a betrayal of a true radio host. Because there should be. Gillian, you can hear that amazing music that Rich for some reason has. But I want to thank you for joining the show, and I'll see you on Monday for the first community table read, or on Tuesday, right?
All right. Yes, and goodbye to the Chris's, and I hope to see you soon.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern. On Audience.